I acknowledge you. And I validate you.
We're just making crafts. Hey, I'm Carleigh, that's Michelle, and we're best friends. And welcome back to our channel. Or welcome to our channel if it's your first time here. Today, we are getting started on Christmas crafts.
If you saw our Halloween or fall crafting video, then you know that we like to split up our crafting into multiple days because we get tired.
Because we're old.
Because we're old. So we've already gone shopping and decided on a couple of crafts that we wanted to make. And today we are just going to do the things that take the longest. So painting, essentially.
Also, if you saw our fall craft with us, you know that we were painting for about, what was it, 2 hours?
2 hours.
And then you have to wait for the paint to dry and all that sort of stuff. So we figured it would be smarter for us to get the painting all done today. And then when we get together in a couple of days, we can just finish it off.
Exactly. So then the next time you see us, we'll be in different clothes, putting things together. It'll be great. Let's start painting.
My goal for these crafts is to make things for my Christmas tree. I'll be using the Tumbling tower block game from Dollar Tree. However, I do have to put a little caveat in there, in that I went to 3 Dollar Trees in Niagara, and not one of them had these anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I did go to Walmart and buy the Tumbling tower game for $10 instead of Tumbling tower block for $1.50. It's a lot more expensive to do it this way, but if you can't find these ones, this is also an option if you would like to do some of these crafts.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to make a would-be Christmas tree, but I need to figure out how many beads I need first, so I'm going to actually just build mine and then figure it out as I go.
That's basically what crafting is, isn't it?
Yeah, it's also a very good metaphor for my life.
I got a plan. Let's figure it out as we go along.
Exactly. It's my derpy tree!
The other thing that I noticed is that the Tumbling tower block from Dollar Tree is significantly smaller than the one from Walmart. For the presents that I'm going to use 3 to make like a square shape. So it doesn't really matter which size it is that you're using. You still get the same sort of shape with the 3. And then also for the snowman top hats, you're going to use 3, but instead of putting them in a line like that, you're just going to put the bottom one across to make it a top hat shape. You can see that there's quite a difference in size between the two.
painting my Christmas tree decorations. I'm painting gold, green, and now red. And to make my life easier, I'm just gonna put them in this bowl. Here we go. Okay, that should be enough. Wow. Look at that color. That is nice. I think my Bob Ross moment. Just happy little accidents. I really like the texture that the chalk paint is giving these. They look like cranberries. Yeah, that's great. I want to make a little Christmas scene. So I bought some little houses from the Dollar Tree and spray painted them white. Some of them I tried to paint. They look a little ridiculous, but that's okay. And then I've got some trees. I'm also gonna glue the scene to a box, which I got from the Dollar Tree. It's just a wood canvas. I haven't decided if I'm gonna do top or bottom yet. I bought ivory beige spray paint to cover my plastic houses completely. I had to do about 4 coats on each. The last coat, I had to lay the houses down on their sides because there's like intricate brick on the houses, so I want to make sure I got in all the crevices. And that's my Christmas scene. I'm starting with the canvas upside down to make it more like a tray and playing around with a few configurations. Nothing was really working, and I felt like I couldn't fit everything in. So I turned it over and used the front of the canvas instead. Pretty cool.
I agree.
I think in the future, if I do this again, I would maybe get something to cover the box with. Maybe some felt to make it look like snow. But other than that, I think it turned out really good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I grabbed a bunch of these 2 packs of Christmas baubles. They are plastic, which is great if you have animals or kids, or if you're just clumsy like me. I'm going to fill them with different things, with paint, but also with sparkles. And before filming this, are they called sparkles?
Glitter?
Glitter, yeah, that makes more sense. Before filming this, I did do a lot of testers to see which way worked the best. What I will tell you is that acrylic paint works way better than any other paint that I tried, and you need a lot more of it than you expect you will. If you were like, hey, I found this awesome glitter glue at Dollarama, why don't I just kill 2 birds with 1 stone? You will find that that is a bad idea. The glitter glue just sort of sits in a clump inside, doesn't coat the edges, and is very heavy. So do not use the glitter glue from Dollarama for a craft like this. I also tried Mod Podge and clear glue. So I've discovered Mod Podge doesn't work great. It might be because I'm using the matte version. I don't know. There's so many different types of Mod Podge that different ones might do something different. It also could just possibly be not dry yet, but mine currently has a bit of a milky effect. It is kind of neat, but it's not what I was going for. I would recommend using clear glue and your glitter, because I've found that when this dries, it stays clear and the glitter sticks really well to it. The other thing is that you need way more of it than you think you will. So you need to like fill the sucker and then stand it back up on top to let it drain out.
And then you add the sparkles?
And then you add the glitter. I waited about 20 minutes and then oh, that's not the right one. And then I added the glitter and I shook it up and it came out much better.
Yeah,
so
that's really nice.
I will show you how to do those.
Sorry.
When I'm filling this up, I'm just spinning the ball around so that the whole edge gets covered. Use a lot to start with and then just drain it back into its original container. To get glitter in here, I take 1/4 of a piece of paper and roll it up like a funnel. Take your glitter, dump it in. I used probably 1/3 of one of these little containers from Dollar Tree. I take a piece of paper towel and just sort of shove it in the hole a little bit. Shake the glitter around. Doesn't really take much, especially if you use enough glitter. But then it is all covered on the inside. We're gonna let that dry, and then we will put the lid back on.
Beautiful.
And that's that. I honestly think that the hardest part of this craft is getting this stupid topper back in. You have to pinch both sides of the metal wiry bit, but then you have to find a way to keep it pinched while you shove them inside that hole. So the best way I have found is to then pinch it from the top and try to shove it in. And these little bits are also very
sharp,
well, bendy.
Oh,
come on, we can do it.
I believe.
I believe. Yes, success. The awesome thing about these crafts too is if you have like a Cricut, or even if you don't have a Cricut, if you just want to use stickers, you can put things on the outside, but all the glitter is on the inside, so it doesn't end up all over your house.
I'm also making 2 wire Christmas trees using wooden beads. So the first one I tried to make was with natural beads, and then the second one I'm making, I painted the beads gold, red, and green, and I'm leaving one of the beads natural for a kind of vintagey effect. So I bought 12 gauge wire, which is very flexible. I almost want to say a little bit too flexible because I'm having a hard time forming the wire to the shape that I want. So you just put the beads on the wire and bend it into a spiral, and hopefully it looks okay. So proud of my trees, especially this one. I really like how the paint isn't completely covering all the beads, so it makes it look a little bit more antique, vintage. I don't know.
To hang my ornaments, I'm going to use these ornament hooks. I got them from Dollar Tree. You get 300 for $1.50. I prefer using ornament hooks over a string because I feel like I have more control, because the ornament hooks are pliable, so you can, you know, squeeze it on and make sure that the ornament is staying exactly where you want it to be on your Christmas tree. We're going to start with our 3 tumbling tower blocks that we painted black. I'm going to put one off to the side. We're going to glue 2 together, put a bit down the side. Mine is a high temperature hot glue gun, so I do have to be very careful that I don't burn myself, because I do that every time. And then I squish them together before they start to dry, stand them up, and then just make sure that they are flat all around. We're going to take our 3rd piece, and we're going to put the glue on the 2 pieces that we've already put together, lay it down, and then just squish that piece in there, just eyeballing it. You can get a measuring tape out if you want, but I'm not that picky. I'm going to finish my snowman off with this glitter ribbon that I got from Dollar Tree. I've glued the ribbon to the back. I'm going to wrap it around the front and then onto the back as well. Measure the length that I need and then just cut off the rest of it to be used for another craft. And then add some hot glue. For this part, I like to put the hot glue on the actual ribbon so that I know that I'm not putting it too far along. Be careful you don't burn yourself like I've done 18,000 times already. And then just stick it down. Hot glue hook on the back and you're all done. To make the presents, you follow the same sort of steps. Glue the 3 pieces together, make sure that they're even, and then add some ribbon of your choice to zhuzh it up. Make a bow for the front if you'd like, and add a bell or some other embellishment to finish it off. Add your hooker string to the back so that you can hang it from your tree, and cover it with the matching ribbon if you'd like a seamless look from both sides.
We had a blast making these crafts, and I hope you enjoyed us trying to figure out how to make them.
And let us know if you do any of these crafts as well. We would love to see your versions of your inspired by crafts.
Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share it with your friends.
Also, you can always follow us on Instagram. We post other things there as well that you don't get to see on our YouTube channel. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.
So.
Can you say it again?
No.
Oh.
Old age. It's coming for you too.
Not as fast as it's coming for you.
You have lipstick on your feet.
Okay.
This one right here.
I can't see where you. Did I even press play on that? No, of course I didn't.
Take 2.
Lots of snow and ice.
Snow and ice?
Yes. Whatever that means. Who am I, Prince Charles? Whatever in love means.
Wowza.